And I told her, that's not mayonnaise. Oh, sorry, are we on?
Yeah, this is movie versus.
What was it if it wasn't mayonnaise?
My name is Tyler Lamb. This is the prequel episode to episode 28, I believe.
Should be something like that.
Yeah, and I am here with my co-host, Steve Janik. Steve, how's it going?
It's going pretty good.
That's
You
good.
know why? Because I am not trapped in the Phantom Zone like Charlie
Yeah.
is once again.
Yeah, true. Charlie, last second had to go back to Mississippi, and he unfortunately could not record today, which is the day that we typically record. And of course, today is the day we record. I don't know why. Anyway,
That's a confusing statement.
yeah. Anyway, we are joined by roommate Kevin O'Mara right here to fill in that hot seat.
It's real hot. I feel the heat is on. So.
Yeah, it is weird that Charlie just constantly would come in here every now and then and kind of just rub it really fast with his hands.
No, there's one of those like sternopots like for catering just underneath it. You could move that if you really want to.
I honestly just thought that he used like sandpaper, most friction you can get.
Just sandpaper. There wouldn't be a chair left. He would have sanded it apart.
Apart, not down.
Just apart.
Well, no, because he'd sand it down in that spot. But then once he got that down, it would fall apart because there's no longer the seat.
Okay. So
I hate you guys so. Even when Charlie's not here, I'm the one that gets screwed.
And on this episode, Steve is going to assign the movies, and so Kevin is just going to take the place. Yeah. I mean, react in Charlie's.
I'll just deliver the load for him.
Yeah, there you go. And
it's gonna be an awkward thing when he comes back.
No, it'll be
normal,
expected.
Okay, and I was unaware of this relationship.
No, Steve, you are aware. You just always choose to turn away, turn a blind eye, turn a blind side.
Turn a blind side.
Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
And every time it happens, I'm like, oh, Sandra Bullock, what's going on over here?
Wow, she helps out that linebacker.
It's beautiful.
And Steve, you're picking the movie, so lay it out for everybody.
We're going to theaters. I'm gonna pull from a hat, but I've made the selections as pairs. So there's 3 pairs of movies that kind of go together.
Okay.
First we have our comedy.
I didn't know there were so many movies about pairs.
Yes. Exclusively, like, there's the Bradford movie that's coming out, and then that's the only pair name I know.
So just the one movie then.
Just the one movie.
Just 3 times.
6 times.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh no! So the first one is comedy. So it's, of course, Chips, starring Dax Shepard and Michael Pena. And then Going Out in Style, or Going in Style.
Who would you be assigning? Wait. What's your? So you're just gonna give.
These are the pairs. I'm gonna put these into a hat and then draw them.
Oh, okay. I got you. Do we have a hat?
I have this bag that I found.
Oh, nice. All right.
That
cool.
had something in it that I will return to it as soon as I'm done drawing things from it.
Oh, okay.
There seems to be a audio connector.
Yeah, that'd be what that is.
Thank you, Kevin.
It's mine, so.
Yeah, it's not mine. All right, so you're putting these. You got. Yeah, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So that was Chips and going in style.
Yeah, that
or is it going in style?
I think it's Going in Style. I think it's just.
I don't know. They're all 3 old, so I guess I just assumed it was Going Out in Style.
Yeah, I think it's
more like Going Out of Style.
So this one I had to change because one of these, apparently, since I last looked at it, has broken our threshold. It got away from us. So the one that got away from us was The Zookeeper's Wife.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
This is the drama or heart-wrenching one. Then the movie that's replacing Zookeeper's Wife is Gifted. Have you seen something about this?
Yeah, I mean I know about it. I think they covered it on they did a little game on the last 3 Wise episode of would guess what this movie is about, and Sam brought up Gifted. It was
Yeah, so for those of you who didn't listen to that one, I would suggest going and listening to the old 3 Wise podcast. But if you haven't, it I believe is Chris Evans, and he's in charge of, I think, his niece.
Isn't Octavia Spencer in that movie?
I believe so.
Yeah.
and his niece is gifted, and so it involves him getting a relationship with her, I believe her teacher, as she gets smarter and I guess put in a better school. And then the other one is The Shack, which seems to be like the Lake House but with more God. So I'm not positive. It's some guy goes through a tragedy, and then he gets a letter in the mail that invites him to the shack.
I was gonna say Lake House is the Keanu Reeves one, right?
Yes.
Where they okay. I always get that and Time Traveler's Wife mixed up.
To be completely honest, I don't know that this movie actually has anything is even close to similar to the Lake House. I just know that they both have featured a mailbox. so that's my
same mailbox.
I don't know. To be completely honest,
Not to be confused with a movie like You Got Mail, where there actually isn't a mailbox.
Well, there's
an
a
electronic
virtual
mailbox.
Yeah, there's a virtual.
There's a couple of them actually.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I guess it doesn't feature. Yeah, whatever.
I mean, they definitely don't credit in the
Yeah, doesn't
the credit.
That guy put in a lot of work. No SAG card. and then the last one is our action/thriller genre for Ghost in a Shell and
Ghost in a Shell.
Ghost in the Shell. Sorry, Ghost. Yeah, just
Ghost. I'm trying to think of a joke about that, but it's just funny sounding. A ghost
so
inside of a
Ghost,
shell.
Ghost in the
Oysters.
Shell.
But couldn't the ghost just leave the shell? Like ghost.
dude,
No, it's
Ghost
trapped
proof.
in the shell.
Come on.
It's Ghost. Yeah, it's.
Do you know anything about ghosts?
They use those runes from 13 Ghosts.
Oh, thank God.
And then to go with Ghost in the Shell, the Belko experiment.
Oh, okay.
So
I haven't even heard of that movie.
That- I bel-
It's like a. It's a movie where all these people in an office get locked in there, and they're just basically like, okay, yeah, you got to kill somebody every hour, and if not, like, will kill somebody, right? Like, it's something like that.
it's along those lines. I haven't
So
really
it's like
seen
that
much
Sasha
about it.
Grey movie,
Yeah, there's a British movie where it's like a bunch
Oh,
of
yeah.
people.
the dinner party or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's right. We watched a movie that Sasha Grey was. He said that, and I was like, "Is that a porn joke?"
No,
like, that I'm not...
we expected
Yeah,
more porn.
that's-
There was way less porn than I thought there'd be in that movie.
And yeah, we watched this Sasha Grey movie where they were at like a dinner table, and they had to perform like certain feats or get killed, but pretty
Right,
much
right.
the things they did would kill them.
Neat.
And if they like survived at the end or something, they got the money. Yeah, it was.
So no, it looks more like there's a British movie I can't remember. I watched it on Netflix a while ago where it was like The Interview or something. Not The Interview with Seth Rogen and James Franco, which is what I know you were thinking, Tyler. But it's like a mass interview for some company, and all these people go in there and they're just set to try and figure something out, and it kind of devolves into people attacking and hurting each other. Pretty rough. So that's kind of what I imagine it to be like, because I haven't watched the trailer yet.
All right. Okay, so you're putting those three in the bag.
In the hat.
It's a bag.
They don't know it's a bag.
You, I mean,
You're
early.
told them
it was
in the hat.
Yeah, you've shown your cards too soon.
Oh man.
Learn to play poker, Steve.
Yeah, you don't just.
All red.
Well, he's-
sorry.
that-
That's from Ocean's 11.
I was gonna say he's trying to learn. That's why he's showing us his cards. He's saying, "Okay, now is this good?"
No, that was from the original Ocean's 11 when Brad Pitt is teaching famous actors how to play poker, and Topher Grace goes, "Guys, look, all red," and all these other famous actors are like, "Yeah," and Brad Pitt's like, "Oh my god."
Never seen it.
Never seen Ocean's 11, or just that scene?
Or
You just
12
always-
or 13.
How about the new one with the ladies?
I have seen that.
You've seen a movie that hasn't been filmed
It
yet.
hasn't. Yeah, I was about to say production hasn't started.
Okay, I'm actually kind of happy about this one. So, we got Ghost in the Shell
Oh, thank God.
and the Belko Experiment.
I'm so glad I don't have to see Chips. That's that whole time I was like, please don't be Chips. Like, out of all the movies, that's the one I was just like, I don't want to see Michael Pena and Dax Shepard trying to be.
Funny?
Yeah.
No,
And I know that
I actually think Michael Pena's pretty funny.
and I know that
And I
that's.
think Jack Shepard looks pretty funny. So
Hey, he's married to Kristen Bell, so
Doesn't mean he doesn't look
joke's on us.
right?
I know that there's a scene in the trailer of that movie where Michael Pena's carrying around Dax Shepard, and I know that he is actually naked in the movie. Like, there's no
Dak
way.
Shepard is?
There's Dak Shepard. There's no way, like, that joke doesn't land without him actually being nude, and I think the movie's rated R for, like, graphic nudity.
Okay.
So I am positive that, I mean,
Shit,
obviously,
now I wish I
haven't
had gotten
seen
that one. I wish Charlie had gotten that one.
Kevin's like, I'm just gonna go see it now.
If I opportunity to see that Dak Shepard dick,
Every time.
I keep hearing all about it. Let's see if it's cracked up. It's all,
I mean, his face is fucked up, so you know he's got to have something going for him for Kristen Bell. It's got to be huge, or at least wonky. You know, just shock factor.
It never gets old. All right, so for this, Tyler, you're gonna go see the Belko Experiment.
okay.
And Kevin, text Charlie right now and let him know that he's seeing Ghost in the Shell. Thank you for that. Okay, so now Tyler, what do you want to talk about while Kevin composes that text?
I don't know. I figured you could stall this time. I'm
Oh,
always.
that's terrible. I am a bad staller.
I mean, you're doing fine right now.
Are we sure I'm doing fine? I'm sure everybody else is like, oh my God, Steve.
Well, I mean, why are we bothering stalling while he's doing this when we could just watch the trailers or get everything set up to watch?
No, that makes too much sense.
That's a good point. We should probably just do that. See you in a second.
It looks like text was sent in. No. Oh, wait.
Oh, no, I wasn't finished.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Never mind. Then yeah, what Steve said about
Trailers.
yeah.
The trailer for Lucy 2 looked decent.
Yeah. Jeez, this is just so. I don't know, that Ghost in the Shell thing. It just looks so like generic or bland or.
I don't know. I feel like I've seen something like it before,
Yeah, I think maybe that's what it is. It just
like
feels.
a TV show or something.
Yeah, it feels
Like some sort of
fuck you.
cartoon.
I honestly think though that as part of it, it just seems so familiar, and I've never seen the original Ghost in the Shell or whatever.
I mean,
so
I
it's like-
think if I saw it a long time ago, and I'm pretty sure it deals with a lot of like the Ex Machina type stuff.
yeah,
Like,
I mean,
can a
I felt
robot
like there were a lot-
have consciousness?
I felt like there were a lot of hot words in there to just grab your attention that pretty much any Android-like movie.
Oh, I
throws
thought you were
in.
gonna say that would get the attention of any Android. It's they're like, oh, this
I mean,
sounds
yeah,
this
that's-
sounds like my kind of movie.
No, we don't want hot words like that. Then they'll start to turn against
Yeah, I
us.
was gonna say
Come on.
that. Well, isn't that like against the rule one of robot?
Yeah,
only-
androids
only
and robots are different, though.
Yeah.
Androids don't abide by the laws of robots.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
And that's only if they like follow the Asimov rules.
Well, yeah, they have to
No,
because they were written down. God, Steve.
Jeez, come on.
that's a good point. I will let all criminals in America know that they should be abiding all of these rules that have been written down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Maybe somebody should.
That's what
Then
makes
we
them a
wouldn't have so many criminals.
Yeah, that's what makes them a criminal is when they don't. Jeez, Steve. It's like you don't know laws.
What
And
if
you
there's-
call yourself a lawyer.
what if there's smooth criminals?
Well, then you have to ask them if Annie's okay.
And if they don't respond, it's
If they don't respond,
keep
then
asking.
If they don't respond, then you have to stand up on a car, grab your crotch, and scream to break all the windows.
that's how I got in the last time I locked the keys in my car, to be completely honest.
No, you did it wrong, Kevin. You didn't grab your crotch. You just there you go, perfect.
Now you're just screaming on
Great,
top
now
of
we
a
have to
car,
pay for all
idiot.
these windows that I broke.
Damn it, man! What a great original song by the band The Alien Ant Farm.
Oh my god, right?
Imagine if they covered that by somebody.
I'm sure it would be not as good as the original if it was a cover.
And I'm sure it'd be a travesty, but we know that's not true. So
And the other movie, Belko Experiment, it looked kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it looks. I mean, kind of funny, kind of crazy, kind of creepy.
Yeah, it's written by James Gunn, who is of Guardians of the Galaxy fame.
no way.
Which is
writer director of Guardians of the Galaxy.
which is why Michael Rooker is in it.
Yeah, probably it was. Yeah, he was like in between shoots of Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
He wasn't in between shoots. He just follows James Gunn around, and he's like, I guess we'll write him apart, so then maybe he won't kill me.
Yeah, I mean, it looked all right. That's another one. It seems like a concept that's been kind of done before. I can't think of a movie that that has done it, but it just seems familiar. I guess I don't know. They both seem bland enough that
for Belko Experiment, they just someone just kept coming on the PA and was like, kill 3 people or we'll kill 6. We'll kill 30 people or we'll kill 60.
How do you keep track of it as the people? Like if you're like.
If they have all on heart monitors or something because they have that implanted.
No, what I'm saying
but
is...
they say kill 30 or we'll kill 60, and I don't think there were even 60 people on that one floor, so I would think it's like full building.
Well, what I'm wondering, what I mean is, it looked like it was fucking all out warfare. At some point in the movie, that's going to happen where shit's just going, hitting the wall, hitting the fan, whatever. How do all of those people that are killing other people know what the ticker's at? Like they're just like killing people.
I think that at that point you're just killing as many motherfuckers.
all I could think about was when they were like handing out the guns. It's like, okay, I'm gonna hand everybody out the guns.
just kill everybody.
Everyone.
All right, guys, I found the guns. All right.
Good luck.
And it's like, is that enough? Can I get out of here?
I'm the only one left.
But that was, there was a part of the trailer where they were like, well, they did put that tracker in our head when we got hired. It's like, excuse me?
Yeah,
I think that would be
your
like...
guys' works not do that?
I mean, how well are they getting paid that they were just like,
you know
what? Hook me up with that tracker.
Hey, guys, maybe... I think I'm going to decline this job offer.
Yeah. You show up day one, they're like, and just sit here so we can implant the tracker. Wait, what? I'm sorry, I think I have to leave. I think I have to quit already. So
a smoking break real quick. I'll be right back.
And they never saw him again.
Because they killed him.
Yep. Because they actually already implanted the tracer.
From birth, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this is getting deep.
That's why the government. That's why you shouldn't get vaccines because the government is implanting. And that brings us to what this podcast is all about.
It was the long con. Now that we've hooked you.
And oh man, do you guys have anything else to say about either of those trailers?
No, I feel like there's not a lot to say about, especially the Ghost in the Shell one, just because that trailer has been being shoved down my throat for months.
I feel like I've seen it so many times, and I mean, we don't have cable TV, and I feel like I've seen that trailer.
I mean, I watch stuff online, and I would say that there have been times where I think it was on the CW website when I catch up on my CW shows. There have been times where it was the only trailer like 3 times in a row.
Jesus, that's rough.
It's a lot of marketing.
Yeah,
it is.
For a movie that's going nowhere.
I was about to say it's like bombed so far, hasn't it?
Every time I ever see an article about that, the only articles I ever see are just like Ghost in a Shell made less money than Boss Baby. Like, why do you insist on comparing these two things together?
I mean, they are both pretty similar.
I mean, they're identical storylines.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's not a lawsuit already.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to say about these trailers that hasn't already been said or seen or
activated. Or...
Yeah, I don't.
You say activated?
I don't know. He kept going.
Thanks for having my back, Kevin G. Steve.
I apologize for not just saying nonsensical non sequiturs.
A little bit of support would be helpful, Steve. Come on.
Other than that, I guess we don't have much else we're covered on this podcast.
Talk to you guys next week.
Well, no.
when it's Kevin, Charlie, and Tyler on Movieverse.
This is when I move in.
Yeah, this has been the long con. I mean, we don't have much else to say other than I guess we'll just go into stuff we actually like right now. So, Steve, take it away. What's something that you actually like? We have to act like we like bad movies so often.
Now's our chance to talk about something that isn't terrible.
Yeah, and be honest. So, Steve, what do you got?
So, I just started recently seeing some more stuff of it online, and last week was the series premiere of Brockmire on IFC. Brockmire is the story of Hank Azaria as Jim Brockmire. Hank Azaria, best known for being half of the cast on The Simpsons.
Okay.
He plays a baseball announcer who has a very public breakdown on air in 2007. he apparently went home and found his wife in a gangbang, just banging his neighbor with a strap on, and he starts talking about this while
all been
broadcast.
there.
I don't see where the plot starts.
So he has a very public breakdown about this on air while he's announcing a game. So he's still announcing a game while he's having this breakdown. He's like the count's 1-1, and my wife was just plowing Bob Greenwell.
This isn't true, like a true story.
No.
Okay, the way you were talking about Brockmire was that it was like a real person.
No, but they kind of set it up so that he in this world he is the original viral video.
Okay.
So he kind of has this breakdown and then leaves the country and announces other sports in other countries for years. And then Amanda Peet buys this minor league team and convinces him to come back to announce for her minor league team. And that's when he finds out that he was like, oh, I figured it's time that I can come back. I'm probably just a has-been joke that everyone forgot about. And he's like, are you serious? Oh, God, you're serious. And because he's like billions of hits on YouTube for the breakdown and then the public apology press conference that he has later.
Yeah.
And like everybody knows who he is. And it's just a funny story of him just being basically like Bob Uecker from Major League. And it's really funny. Like his delivery is hilarious. It's on IFC, so they're pretty lax. They definitely don't drop the F-bombs. They bleep those out, but they're pretty aggressive with the obscenities.
Well, I'm looking at Hank Azaria's filmography here, and it reminded me, Steve, I had you watch Smurfs: The Lost Village.
Yes.
So how was that? Did you?
Was he in Gargamel in The Lost Village too?
No, he was in the Smurfs 2.
I know he's in Smurfs
Oh,
1 and
he
2.
was Gargamel. Yeah, he's
Okay,
he's not in the Lost Village. Apparently, he was just too.
Well, because the Lost Village, they're like usually. Gargamel is the antagonist, but in this one, there's no real antagonist. It's just about them finding a Smurf village of females.
Ooh.
Hot damn.
Good.
So how was it?
I didn't actually watch it.
Interesting.
Wow.
Looks like somebody doesn't even care about the podcast that he's on.
Next week, Kevin, Charlie, and Tyler.
I thought that had already happened.
Honestly, it's kind of funny, though. I'm looking at the Rotten Tomatoes scores, and The Lost Village has the highest rating out of all 3 Smurf movies.
100%.
This is the Godfather 2 of the Smurfs.
but for real, Brockmire with Hank Azaria it's really funny. His delivery, where his normal talking to people is essentially him commentating. Like he just has that delivery all the time.
I gotcha.
It's really funny. Probably one of the funniest lines that they have is once he realizes that it's a minor league team and he's not even going to be on the radio. He's like, "Oh, okay, awesome. So you tricked me to get me here." And he comes in for the game, the first game. And she's like, "So you feeling better?" And he's like, "No, I feel good because I'm gonna commentate one last baseball game." And then I'm gonna kill myself. He's like, could you give my ex-wife the suicide note? And Amanda Peet opens the suicide note and she goes, it just says "fuck you." And he goes, she'll know what it regards. And that line kills me every time. And I've watched the pilot because the pilot is actually on YouTube and Facebook.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I might check it out then.
So the first episode is there, and then God, I completely lost my train of thought there. But I've probably watched the pilot probably 4 or 5 times now, just because it was.
What a nerd.
I watched it. I watched it on YouTube because they had it on YouTube before the actual release.
Yeah.
On TV, and then on the actual release, they played a second episode with it, and so I kind of watched. And they just kind of repeated them in a row, and I was studying, so I just had it on in the background. And every time he says, "She'll know what it's in regards to," it has killed me every single time.
Well, I'm glad you're a cat, so you have 9 lives.
Yes.
Stop watching my show.
Yeah, you're running out.
I've used up 6 of them.
You're running out quick. So the show's called Brockmire, and first episode apparently free on YouTube. So go check it out if you want. And Kevin, what is something that you actually like?
So I've thought about this long and hard. Definitely
past 10
vodka
minutes?
Red Bull. Just because it gives you that feeling of I want to kill myself in the morning, just like almost any other alcohol.
Yeah.
When you drink to excess, like we do.
Like you do.
But the great thing about vodka Red Bull, even though you're poisoning yourself with what is essentially gasoline in in drinkable form with the Red Bull, is that you can continuously drink for hours after what a normal person would have passed out at. So you get that many more experiences.
And it tastes like juice because the Red Bull is so sugary.
Oh yeah. Nothing.
Well, it's been nice knowing your heart, Kevin, because it's about to give out.
At least another week, I think I can pull off.
Okay.
But with way more vodka and a little bit less Red Bull, I think I can sustain.
Tone that down. Okay. That seems
Another shot of vodka.
Yeah.
Take out one shot of Red Bull and add one shot of
making
vodka.
them quadruple shots with just
You're
a splash
going to die.
of vodka, or of Red Bull.
Yeah, it's like a Long Island where it's all the different alcohols together, then a little splash of Coke.
Yeah, but this time it's just all vodka and a splash of Red Bull.
Yeah.
That sounds fun to
I
me.
don't understand.
Okay.
So yeah, that's
So Tyler, what is something you actually like?
Thanks for asking, Steve. I don't have anything, so.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
See you guys next week.
I wanted to bring up. I saw the movie Everybody Wants Some. It's on Amazon Prime right now. It's like a spiritual successor to Dazed and Confused. So
Oh,
it's
cool.
It's another Richard Linklater joint. It's got a Superman in it. That's really
Which
the
one?
only.
from Supergirl.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's the only actor of notoriety in that cast. So it's kind of like just how Dazed and Confused was at the time. It's kind of just a bunch of.
So you're saying that all of these people in 5 years are going to be massive stars?
Well, hey,
Absolutely.
one became Superman. So
That's true.
but I was gonna say that it actually. I mean, it was a funny movie, but it really wasn't that good. A lot of people. If you're going into a Richard Linklater movie, I'd say pick a different one because he
Okay.
puts I mean this guy
This is depressing for something that you actually like.
this guy has I like Richard Linklater
Fair
is
enough.
one thing. I mean School of Rock, Boyhood, Before trilogy, Before Midnight, Before Sunrise, Before Sunset, like all three of those are awesome. This guy's got a pretty awesome filmography as a writer director.
That's true.
Dazed and Confused. I mean, yeah, go. I would say Everybody Wants Some if you super like Dazed and Confused and you want something more like that, I guess. But yeah, Richard Linklater has a great filmography. I just wanted to mention that. It's not really the thing I actually like.
So you'll bait and switch.
Yeah. I just bought this game called Bulletstorm. It's a remaster of it.
And I see you playing it all of the time. I'm in class and it just says like, flying seals.
Yeah, I've been. Oh wow! Wait for just
Wow.
just showing
Calling
everybody
them right out.
my tag. I'm gonna.
Everybody
I'm gonna
come
get
see the
so
weird
many.
games
Yeah,
that Tyler
so
plays
many
since you
likes.
have that tag now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Tyler. Can you just bleep that out? Bleep. Pops up in the corner.
Yeah, I got it on Steam, so that's why Steve sees it all the time. But it's the remaster of Bulletstorm, which came out, in the 360 days of the old gaming era, and I think it was like 2011. Maybe, I don't know. It was a game that I at the time I wanted to play, but I just didn't get around to it for whatever reason. And so here and there mastering it, 4K 60 frames per second. I was like, hey, $40 for this, let's do it. And I'm having a fucking blast with it.
I'll be honest, I didn't leave because I was supposed to meet some friends yesterday for lunch because I was watching him play for a solid 20 minutes. It was enjoyable.
It's just goofy, and it's pretty much just you killing people, and you get points for like different ways of killing them. So it's like, oh, if I kick this guy off this ledge, I get extra points. If I grapple him and have him fly into this cactus that's over here, I get extra points. If I
Why
shoot,
are you not always throwing people into cactuses?
if I shoot him in the dick and then shoot his head off, like I get extra points. I don't know. It's just a lot of fun, and
it's like making money for things that you love.
well, it's also kind of funny because when this came out, I don't know if you remember, Steve, but this game was controversial as fuck when it came out.
No, I don't remember.
And somebody likened it to, I think in a review I saw, they likened it to watching an old South Park episode and thinking it's more tame compared to now, where it's like you look back on that stuff that everybody was like, oh my god, this is,
Right.
and you're just like, really, this
Well,
was
no, like if you watch the old footage of like Elvis on TV, where
Yeah,
everyone
yeah,
was
that
like,
kinda
was
stuff.
like, come on, this is disgusting, and then like you
He's
watch it, and you're like-
gyrating his hips. My god.
and you watch it, and you're like, oh, that doesn't even come close nowadays.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like, man, I
Sure, I
can't.
saw two people having sex on the dance floor last night, so
So it's comparable. I mean,
Yeah.
did you see the way he shook his hips?
I not in.
He was
in the time.
nothing but a hound dog. Nothing but one.
Crying all of the time.
Okay.
Anyway,
Now that we've filled our quota of Elvis jokes to get our money from
just-
Graceland.
let me just notch this right here.
Just the city of Graceland.
No, his home of Graceland.
Is Graceland the city?
No.
Is it not?
I think it's just his home. It's like his
No.
estate is
Yeah.
Graceland.
It's like how
Or
earlier
you know.
it's like how earlier when we made the smooth criminal jokes and got money from the Neverland Ranch.
Yeah. We actually just get the Neverland Ranch, as in their ranch.
Yeah.
They're-
Neverland
they're-
Ranch, Ranch.
they're branching out into.
I would not want to eat that. Why is this? This seems a little bit milkier than normal.
No, it's exactly like the Paul Newman salad dressings.
What?
Paul Newman has his own like line of salad dressings.
He does.
Why?
Isn't Paul Newman dead?
I mean, I honestly couldn't tell you.
Yeah, if only we had something in front of us that had helped us access information easier.
Nope, that never exists.
Nope. But yeah, Bulletstorm. No, I found an article. Like I just searched like Bulletstorm controversy or something like that, and this article from Fox News from 2011 popped up, and it's like
Fox News articles.
It was like Bulletstorm is the most violent and obscene video game ever.
Oh man!
And it's like
then
saying,
2 years later, Mortal Kombat 10 came out.
yeah, and then it says, and like the article talks about how this one specialist is like, yes, children are going to kill people because of this game. Pretty much, like I'm paraphrasing, but that's really what she's like. Yeah, no, because of this game, children are going to want to murder other people in real life, and it's like, okay.
I mean, to be fair, if I could Hulk kick people like they do in that game, I probably would do it at least once.
Yeah.
to be fair, that really put the halt on my productions. Explanations on how to murder people.
What?
I was gonna make a video game called How to Murder People,
Oh.
and that was a no-go. No company would pick that one.
Yeah, I was about to say you might have just been put on multiple lists.
Oh no, not again.
Another list. Same list for a different reason. Can't you just add on to my name?
Every time they call my house, I'm like, please remove me from the list.
That was pretty dumb.
No, because I'm like, please remove. And they're like, okay, so if you want to get removed from the list, we're gonna need your name, your social security number, your birthday.
And you give it to them every time, right?
Yeah,
Thank God.
that's how I get off the lists.
Hey, at least you're smart about it. Other than that, I guess that's it for us. So I'm seeing Belko Experiment, and Charlie's going to see Ghost in the Shell, right? And
Yes,
I
that
probably
is.
won't watch either of those movies, but yeah,
Thanks, Kevin. I almost called you Charlie.
I'm morphing into it.
Oh God, it's like an
morphin'
animal.
time.
Oh, I was thinking like an animal.
Oh God, that's even
Just
better.
from a person into another person.
Yeah. Imagine that book cover of you slowly morphing into
It's not
Charlie.
even of another race. I'm just another white dude.
Yeah, I mean skinnier and different color hair.
Rude.
I mean, that was pretty rude.
I mean, it's just whatever.
Don't take yourself into a deeper hole here.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah, thanks for listening. And see you
Oh
next
yeah,
week.
yeah. Check out our social stuff. That's what you forgot to plug, Steve.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
go,
I
Steve.
as the showrunner forgot to plug that.
At movie
I
versus.
mean, I couldn't do it. I've never listened to the show.
At movie versus podcast on Twitter and Gmail and Facebook. We're on YouTube, Three Wise Media. And thanks to them for helping just put on the show and all that crap.
Wow, that took a turn.
Hey, and one of the most recent episodes, Steve said that I suck.
Sam?
No, not Steve. Sam. Yeah, I don't know why I said. And one of them, Sam said that he said Tyler sucks. So that's
So
my
back at you, Sam.
Yeah, that's my response. Me saying all that crap.
Got him.
That'll show him. Yeah. Bye.
Movie Versus is a production of Three Wise Media. For more information, check us out on Facebook.